Oskaloosa Indians basketball is on the air, live on KBOE.
And all over the world at KBOEradio.com and the mobile app.
Brought to you by Lighton State Bank, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Pella Printing, Edward Jones Investments, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Malcolm Lumber, Community First Credit Union, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Clow Valve Company, Robert Auld Investments, Certified Pest Control, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Bank Iowa, The Rock Island Tap, Quincy Place Mall, Fred's Muffler Shop, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford.
And now, Oskaloosa Indians basketball action on the No Coast Network.
The Senior Day ceremony is underway here at Oskaloosa High School, honoring the girls seniors first. Let's listen in and watch for those of you watching on KBOEradio.com.
Here's your plans. We'll be attending college in the fall and majoring in health sciences and pre-nursing. Emma Kelderman, daughter of Jeff and Carol Kelderman. David Henry, adventures with Kaylee, Marley, and Lindsay, and enjoying TC every day in practice. Future plans. Attending the University of Iowa while majoring in communication sciences and disorders. Emma Lumsden, daughter of Annette Lumsden. David Henry, bus rides with the girls and making soup and popcorn with Selena on the sidelines at practice. Future plans to attend Indian Hills and study radiology technology. Selena Locker, daughter of Shannon Steele. David Henry, bus ride home with the girls and popping popcorn and doing homework on the sidelines with Emily at practice. Future plans, attend William Penn University to be a part of the digital communication program. And now for our boys basketball team. Jackson Blythe. Jackson is the son of Juan and Amy Blythe. Jackson is a 2-year member of the varsity basketball team. His favorite basketball memory is making it to the well last year and building relationships with my pros that will last a lifetime. Jackson's future plans are to attend Iowa State University and study criminal justice. Tucker Irwin. Tucker is the son of Tony and Ann Irwin. Tucker is a 2-year member of the varsity basketball team. His favorite basketball memory is staying in the hotel and all the team bonding. Tucker's future plans are to attend William Penn University to play football and major in physical education and coach. Austin After. Austin is the son of Todd and Sandy After. Austin is a 2-year member of the varsity basketball team. His favorite basketball memory is going to state last year and playing cards in the hotel room. Austin's future plans are to attend William Penn University to play golf and to major in digital communication. Cole Henry. Cole is the son of John and Maggie Henry. Cole is a 4-year member of the varsity basketball team. His favorite memory, helping the 2018 team in state, seeing all the young kids look up to the team. Cole's future plans are to attend the University of Northern Iowa to play basketball, and he is currently undecided on his major. And finally, Ryan Yates. Ryan is the son of Doug and Julie Yates. Ryan is a 4-year member of the varsity basketball team. His favorite memory is getting to play in front of the best student section in the state, night in and night out for the past 4 years. Ryan's future plans are to attend Kirkwood Community College to play baseball and major in sports management. Now for our cheerleaders. Veronica Bolenbaugh. is the daughter of Wade and Noel Bornball. Veronica's favorite memory from this year's season is eating with the girls and coaches before away games. Next year, Veronica plans to continue her education and swimming career at Salem University in Salem, West Virginia. She plans to major in business management. Claire Kelderman. She is the daughter of Jeff Kelderman and Jamie Bush. Claire's favorite cheer memory is trying out new stunts with the girls and taking Shaq to basketball games instead of riding the bus. Next year, Claire plans to go to the University of Iowa and major in psychology. Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a hand for your seniors! Let's also have a hand for their parents.
And a nice hand for the Oskaloosa seniors and their parents. Thanks to all of them for their hard work over the years. For the girls, Ashley Drost, Marley Denberger, Lindsay Holmberg, and Emma Kelderman. For the boys, Jackson Blythe, Tucker Irwin, Austin Hafter, Cole Henry, and Ryan Yates. And two senior cheerleaders, Claire Kelderman and Veronica Balaba. Veronica just last night making it official that she signed a letter of intent to go to Salem University in Virginia for their swim program. So best of luck to all the seniors in their future, which will include a few more high school moments and memories, we think, here. I'm Joe Lancello. The girls' game between Oskaloosa and Norwalk is completed with Norwalk winning that one 53-32. The Warriors led from buzzer to buzzer, 11-6 at the quarter, 20-12 at halftime. Breaking it open in the third quarter, extending the lead to 36-21. Their biggest lead was 52-29 late in the game, and the final margin 53-32 as Norwalk improves to 6-15 on the year, 3-10 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Oskaloosa now 2-18 to finish the regular season, 1-12 in the conference, and Oskaloosa will be on the bottom of the table in the Little Hawkeye Conference. Checking the scoring for Norwalk, 3 players in double figures. Gianna Belizzi with a 3-pointer, 7 twos, 1 of 1 at the line for 18 points. Jocelyn Bice had a 3-pointer, 4 twos, 2 of 2 at the line for 13. Hannah Elchis had 2 baskets, 7 of 8 at the line for 11. Olivia Johnson, 2 baskets, 1 of 2 at the line for 5. Jaden Lammers had a 3-pointer for 3. Kara Schmidt had a basket for 2. Alexis Sukup, 1 of 2 at the line for 1. Norwalk, who did not make a free throw in the first game against Oskaloosa, much different tonight, 12 out of 15, 80%. Just 5 turnovers against the Warriors and 19 rebounds unofficially for Norwalk. Warriors with 11 points in the first quarter, 9 in the second, 16 in the third, 17 in the fourth for their total of 53. Oskaloosa led offensively on senior night, appropriately by one of the seniors. Ashley Drost with 4 baskets, 5 of 7 at the line for 13. Marley Denberger, another senior with 2 baskets, 3 of 4 at the line for 7. Senior Emma Kelderman with 4 of 4 at the line for 4. Kaylee Johnson had a basket for 2. Amanda Fay a basket, 1 of 2 at the line for 3. Aubrey Blanco with a basket for 2. Lindsay Holmberg, 1 of 4 at the line for 1. Macy Creer, Jillian Jennings, Aubrey Boonder, Ellie Henry, and Brooke Allen all played and did not score. Oskaloosa 14 of 21 at the foul line, a very good 66.7%. 18 turnovers against the Indians. That really hurt tonight. And Oskaloosa unofficially 30 rebounds, 8 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa with 6 points in the first quarter, 6 in the second, 9 in the third, 11 in the fourth for their total of 32. For the Norwalk girls, their next game will be the opening round of the 3A playoffs when they play at Knoxville on Wednesday night. And for Oskaloosa, their next game will be the opening round of the Class 4A Region 7 playoffs at Washington. 7 o'clock tip-off on Wednesday night. And we'll be on the air at 6:45 on KBOE FM. And we'll also have video of that game on KBOEradio.com. We'll come back and get you set up for tonight's boys matchup between Oskaloosa and Norwalk. We'll do that when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. For sound financial advice, contact your local Edward Jones professional today. Edward Jones, making sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Oskaloosa Vision Center's hometown doctors have strong roots in Oskaloosa and are dedicated to serving the community. We use state-of-the-art equipment to provide high-quality, professional eye care through comprehensive eye exams, medical care for eye infection and disease treatment, as well as emergency aid and pre- and post-operative care. With our large variety of prescription glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses, we strive to meet the needs of all patients, from newborn to adult. Oskaloosa Vision Center. Come see us today.
Keep up to date on what's going on at the Quincy Place Mall in Ottumwa by joining our text club today. Simply text QPM to 64600. You will receive reminders of our sidewalk sales and other events. Also, when you join our text club, you will be entered for a chance to win a gift certificate. So join our text club today. Text QPM to 64600 and don't forget to like us on Facebook. We'll see you at the Quincy Place Mall at 1110 North Quincy Avenue in Ottumwa.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello, getting ready for boys basketball with the Oskaloosa Indians taking on the Norwalk Warriors. You see the Oskaloosa players warming up in pink t-shirts. This is also Coaches versus Cancer Day here at Oskaloosa High School. There's a silent auction going on right now with proceeds going to the Cancer Center at Mahaska Health Partnership. So come on down to the lobby and check things out in the silent auction. Maybe you can outbid me on something. And again, it's a great cause, and girls basketball coach J.C. White's marketing class has been working on this. And again, hoping to raise a bunch of money for the Cancer Center here at Mahaska Health Partnership in Oskaloosa. The matchup now, Oskaloosa versus Norwalk. Norwalk has now wrapped up the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship. They beat Dallas Center Grimes 74-56 last night. The Warriors 12-1 in the conference, 16-3 overall, and Norwalk is ranked number 2 in the state in Class 3A. And they're on an 11-game winning streak. Norwalk first started to get some attention across the state when they beat Oskaloosa 58-46 back on December the 18th in Norwalk. Bowen Bourne had 29 points on that night, 10 of 24 shooting from the floor. Bourne has also had a 47-point night against Pella within the last couple of weeks. So he's a guy that is just able to get a lot of shots. He's also able to get to the foul line. You don't want to put him there because he's an 84.6% free throw shooter going into last night's game. But he has been to the line 123 times. The rest of his teammates have been to the line 190 times combined. So he'll make stuff happen there, and he is also not afraid to shoot from three-point range. He's a 37.3% three-point shooter. And this is not a one-man team by any way. Tyler Johnson is a 6'4" junior who's averaging 15 a game. And also in the middle, you've got to watch out for Tyler Endress. It's hard to miss him. He's 6'7", 310 pounds. He has signed a letter of intent for a football scholarship to play on the offensive line for the University of Iowa next season. So that'll be an interesting matchup with Endress and Oskaloosa's Xavier Foster. And the Indians are going to want to do a lot better to show the folks at Norwalk that they're a solid team. If the Indians are able to win out, not just tonight's game, but the game Monday at home against Grinnell and Tuesday at Newton, the Indians can be tied for second in the Little Hawkeye Conference. They'll be tied for second with Pella. The conference standings going into this afternoon: Norwalk at 12-1, Pella 10-3, Indianola and Oskaloosa are both 7-3. Pella Christian is 5-8, Grinnell 3-8, Dallas Center Grimes 3-10, and Newton at 0-11. We'll come back to Oskaloosa High School and give you our Craig Ford keys of the game and the starting lineups and this afternoon's game between Norwalk and Oskaloosa. We'll do that when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBUE-FM and the No Coast Network.
Water is more than just a source of life. We have fun with it, clean with it, grow with it, save lives with it. How water gets to us is rarely ever thought about. But at Clow Valve Company, water is never taken for granted. We design and build some of the most advanced water valves and hydrants in the world from one of the cleanest, greenest, and safest facilities in the United States. Clow Valve Company, it's more.
Last year, the Bank Iowa team completed almost 9,000 community service hours. Oofta! That's more hours than a year contains. It's refreshing to see a bank that cares. That's actually why I chose to bank with Bank Iowa. They're a local bank that invests in community, and the community that matters most is the one that we're both a part of. Visit your local Bank Iowa location to learn more about our personal, commercial, and agricultural banking services, or go online to bankiowa.bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For all your home and business pest management needs, call Certified Pest Control of Oskaloosa. Beth and I offer better prices, better service, same-day responses, and satisfaction guaranteed. We are the only pest control company locally owned and operated. Remember, termites on your property will lead to wood structural damage. So call now for your termite inspection and ask about termite pre-treatment of new construction. We also offer bed bug heat treatments. For seasonal or monthly pest control at the guaranteed lowest prices in the area, call Certified Pest Control, 641-295-0700. We are licensed to kill.
We all need help from time to time, especially during life's health transitions. Whether you're getting back on your feet or looking for a new place to call home, Care Initiatives is here. For over 25 years, we've helped Iowans maintain independence and quality of life. Rehabilitation, skilled nursing, long-term care, hospice care. No matter what life brings, our team of experts are ready. Care Initiatives for life's health transitions.
Welcome back to Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello. The Oskaloosa boys getting ready to take on the Norwalk Warriors in just a couple of minutes. Here's a look at the starting lineups for tonight. Starting with Norwalk, the Little Hawkeye Conference champions, 16-3 on the year, 12-1 in the Little Hawkeye Conference, ranked number 2 in the state in Class 3A by Associated Press. Norwalk will have Carson Raper, a 6'1 senior, Scott Anderson, a 5'8 junior, Bowen Bourne, a 5'11 junior. Their leading scorer going into the weekend. Don't have any numbers from last night's game, but Bourne averaging 28 points a game. Tyler Johnson is a 6'4 junior, averaging 15 a game going into the weekend. And Tyler Endress is a 6'7" senior, averaging 13 points going into the weekend, and also averaging over 7 rebounds a game. Chris Larson is the coach of Norwalk. As I say, the Warriors, the Little Hawkeye Conference champions. For Oskaloosa, they will have 3 guards to get things started. Tyler Miller, a 5'9" junior, averaging just under 2 points a game. Austin Hafner is a 5'10" senior, averaging 6.9. He's a 43.1% three-point shooter. Ryan Yates rounds out the backcourt, a 6'5" senior. Ryan averaging 11.4 a game. And he had the 2 free throws with 2.8 seconds to play on Thursday night. That gave the Indians their 50-49 win over Pella Christian. Noah Van Veldhuizen is a forward, a 6'2" senior, averaging 4.7 a game. And in the middle, Xavier Foster, a 7-foot junior, averaging 14.7 points, 12.5 rebounds, and 6.7 blocks a game. Xavier is the Indians' career leader in block shots. He has the season record for this year, the single season record this season for block shots. And he's adding to that right now with 107 and counting. Foster on Thursday night at Pella Christian, 15 points, 16 rebounds, and 6 block shots. Not a bad night's work. Ryan Parker, the coach of Oskaloosa, the Indians 11-5 overall, 7-3 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. As I mentioned a little bit ago, the Indians can win, or excuse me, they can finish tied for second with Pella if they win out the remainder of the schedule. Besides this game today, the Indians play at home Monday night against Grinnell in a makeup game, then another makeup game Tuesday night at Newton. We'll have both those games for you on KBOE FM and KBOEradio.com. Only video of Monday night's game with Grinnell. Time now for our keys of the game, brought to you by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. First of all, realize that Bowen Bourne is going to get his points. Whether it's one at a time or 2 at a time, he is going to score. So if you can keep him quiet, great. If you can keep everybody else quiet, better. Something else would be to keep Norwalk off the free throw line. Going into the weekend, Norwalk a 72.8% team shooting at the stripe. Most of that is Bowen Bourne, who's an 84.6% free throw shooter. And I guess the final key would be hold Norwalk to 1 shot if you can. If Xavier Foster can minimize the impact of Tyler Endress in the middle, that will make a big difference. And it'll be interesting to see how much Foster comes out on the top of the key to make it a threat of a 3-point shot. And it'll be interesting to see if Endress comes out with him. Norwalk being introduced wearing black shirts with silver numbers and letters and silver trim. Tyler Endress being introduced. As I said, he's 6'7", 310 pounds. I'm reminded of what a guy in roller derby back in the 70s used to have. A guy named Pete Boyd used to have the nickname the Moving Wall. And Endress reminds me of that nickname right there. Now the Oskaloosa starters introduced. Tyler Miller is a 5'9" junior, averaging 1.9 a game. Well, I've actually gone over that, haven't I? Other games go. Let me wrap up. Those are our Craig Ford keys to the game, brought to you by Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. There are some other games going on this afternoon. Indianola boys and girls are playing at Mount Pleasant in a matinee. Another matinee has Newton's boys playing at Sheraton. Tonight, Grinnell's boys will play at Knoxville, and also tonight, Grinnell's girls will host Newton. Ryan Parker, the coach of Oskaloosa, 7-3 in the conference, 11-5 overall. Oskaloosa started the season ranked number 1 of the state in Class 3, but now the Indians out of the top 10 poll. Norwalk has zoomed past them into the number 2 spot. And Oskaloosa win tonight could put them back into the top 10 as they start to build some momentum for the postseason. Foster to jump center against Indris, and the Indians control the tip. They'll go from left to right in the home white with silver and maroon. Yates left wing of the hash mark. Foster out on the left wing looking to back in against a double team. Turnaround jumper, overshot the basket, and Raper the rebound. Adford Bourne into the front court. Pull up 3 from the top is good. Did I mention Bowen Bourne's a 37.3% shooter from three-point range? 3-0 in favor of Norwalk. Half a minute played. Van Veldhuizen left wing on top for Foster. Endress does not go with them. They just stay in their zone. Hafner, top of the key, gives it back for Tyler Miller. Will shoot from the free throw line. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. Controlled by Bourne. Bourne to the front court far side. Crossover dribble with the left hand. Gives it for Raper left corner. He'll dribble the top and give for Anderson. Tyler Johnson right wing near the sideline. Back out for Bourne. Swing it to Raper on top. Anderson on the left wing. Now Tyler Johnson on the top around an Indris screen. Right corner Raper with a 3. That's off the mark. And Ryan Yates the Oskaloosa rebound. Ryan ahead for Tyler Miller. Kicks it off for Hafner. Wide open 3 on the right. Around and out. Tyler Johnson the rebound for Norwalk. Johnson in the front court for Bourne right wing guarded by Tyler Miller. Bourne around a screen to the top. For Johnson, high on the left side. Johnson drives in the lane. Gives for Raper. Johnson thought about the 3. Yates stuck with him defensively. Now with 3 from Johnson high right. That doesn't go, and Foster yanks the rebound down. Minute 45 played. Indians down 3-0. Yates in the front court left wing. Hands for Hafner near the left sideline. Foster will shoot a 3 high left. Around and out. Raper the rebound. Bourne quickly into the front court in transition. Bourne around an Indris screen to the right. 3 on the way, up and in. Bourne with all 6 Norwalk points at 6-0 in favor of the Warriors. 5:47 to go in the quarter. Tyler Miller moseys across midcourt and gives for Ryan Yates. Left-hand dribble to the far side. Now around a Foster screen to the top. Step back 3 is good. Ryan Yates gets the Indians on the board, trailing 6-3 with 5:29 to go in the first. Here's a Bourne 3 from the left. This one's an air ball. And Hafner the rebound for Oskaloosa. Yates in the front court. He'll pull up a 3 on the left. That's off the mark. No, and Endress the rebound. With a little assist from Raper as Endress was able to take it off Raper's chest. Bourne driving the lane. Pull up 14-footer is good. Bourne with 8. 8-3 Norwalk. And Oskaloosa with a short timeout. 5:01 to go in the quarter. And the Indians down 8-3. With Bowen Bourne with all 8 points of the game for Norwalk. And just a couple of minutes I've seen, this kid has got gym rat written all over him. And there's nothing wrong with that. Checking just down the way at Penn Gymnasium this afternoon, it was William Penn's women beating Baker 68-48, and the Statesmen men defeating Baker 87-41. 87-81, I'm sorry. So a sweep for the William Penn basketball teams today. Yates into the front court far side, guarded by Scott Anderson. Pass for Foster, left block, looking to drive, and a foul on Johnson, I believe. It is on Tyler Johnson, his first foul of the ball game. Yates on the inbound baseline left, attacking the basket to our right. Tyler Miller at the free throw line, backs up on the dribble. As the Indians set up the offense. Miller driving to the right of the lane. Off the double team, gives it for Yates. Hafner far side around a Foster screen. Hafner for Yates. Looking for a cutter. Drives off a Tyler Miller screen. Will put up at 10-footer. Doesn't go. Rebound Foster, and he's fouled before he could put it back up. Carson Raper commits the foul, his first, second team foul. Indians on the inbound baseline left. Yates driving through the crowd in the lane. Shot is well short. He ran into Endress, which, like I say, is running into a wall. Raper driving from the left wing into the lane and threw it. Oh, almost thrown away. Bourne tried to save it, but he wound up bouncing the ball on the near sideline. First Norwalk turnover. Oskaloosa ball with 4:06 to go in the first. Indians down 8-3. Yates will take his time into the front court on the far side. Guarded by Anderson. Yates around to Foster and Van Veldhuizen screen to the near side. Back for Van Veldhuizen on top. Three on the way. Off the mark. No. Raper the rebound. And he climbed the back of Endress to get that ball. Bourne into the lane. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Shot doesn't go. Foster reaching up to control the ball. Hafner able to save it, and now it's in Foster's hands. Good hustle by the Indians. 3.5 to go in the quarter. Nice bounce pass from Yates to Tyler Miller to score. Indians down 8-5. Ryan Yates averaging 5.8 assists a game to lead the team. And a nice pass by him there. Tyler Johnson for Anderson on the far side. Dribbles to the top. Bourne left wing started to drive and was fouled. Foul on Tyler Miller of the Indians. First foul on him and the first foul on Oskaloosa in the game. Endress out. Sam Rohr, a 6'3" senior, into the game for the first time. Norwalk with the ball. Anderson driving in the lane. Now for Bourne left wing around a screen. Bourne free throw line extended left. Dumps it off down low for Rohr. Shot is up and in off the glass. Sam Rohr's first bucket. 10-5 Norwalk. 2:50 to go in the quarter. Tyler Miller right wing into the lane, around the lane to the left. Gives it for Yates left coffin corner. Lobs it down low. Juggled and intended for Foster, and Norwalk able to save it and take it away. Bourne into the front court, waiting for reinforcements. Out driving right of the lane. Kicks it back off for Raper. Now down low. Shot intended for Rohr, and he got clobbered as Foster was trying to block the shot. Van Veldhuizen actually is called for the foul. That'll be his first and the second on Oskaloosa. Sam Rohr, a 6'3" senior, to shoot 2 for Norwalk with 2.5 to go first quarter. Norwalk up 10-5, make it 11-5 as he makes the first free throw. Rohr averaging less than a point a game going into the season, and he's now 6 of 9 at the line for the season. Second Rohr free throw up and in, got them both. Rohr with 4. And Norwalk with a 12-5 lead. Under 2.5 to go first quarter. Yates into the front court around an Isaac Schultz screen. Isaac has just checked in for the Indians, replacing Tyler Miller. Hafner on the left. Kicks it back for Isaac Schultz on the top. Isaac's had a couple of nice games lately, doing things that don't show up on a scorecard but really help a team. Hafner, 3 from the top. Bango! Austin Hafner's first points. Indians cut the gap to 12-8 at the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Bourne to the top, driving left of the lane through the crowd. Shot didn't go. Van Veldhuizen the Oskaloosa rebound. Minute 50 to go in the quarter. Yates in the front court. Hafner on the left. Left block Foster, guarded by Tyler Johnson. Foster against a double team. Spin move in the lane and a score. Xavier Foster's first bucket. Indians now within 2 at 12-10 with a minute 35 to go in the quarter. Closest the Indians have been, as Norwalk's first bucket was a 3. The man who scored that, Bourne, has the ball on the far sideline. Now for Anderson, high right. Tyler Johnson, right sideline. trying to dribble it on Yates, has a screen. He'll shoot a three from the top and hit it. Tyler Johnson's first bucket. 15-10 Norwalk in front with 1:08 to go in the quarter. As we say, Johnson, a strong second banana, would be a top banana on many teams. Here's a Yates three from the top. That's good. Ryan's second bomb of the game. He's got 6. The Indians again within 2, 15-13 with 52 seconds to go in the quarter. Bourne between the circles, backing up near the halfway line. Gives for Raper on the left wing. Back out for Bourne. And Norwalk going full 4 corners. Raper on the top with 34 for Bourne. Start to drive to the lane, stopped at the free throw line and circled back. Bourne yo-yos the dribble on the near side with 25 seconds to go in the quarter. They are going for the last shot. Isaac Schultz isn't close enough to force Bourne to really make a serious move or do anything else. Bourne just moseys to the far side of the hash mark with 9. Bourne now drives. Raper right corner 3 is up and in. Carson Raper's first basket. Van Veldhuizen with a heave that goes nowhere at the end of the quarter. After 3, Norwalk 18, Oskaloosa 13. Second quarter in a minute on KBUE FM at the No Coast Network.
Hello, this is Wade Davidson, owner of Rock Island Tap, and I want to invite you to come down and check out the tap. We are excited to offer you 59 various beer selections, including 24 craft and domestic beers. We not only offer unique beers, but we can get you mixed drinks, wine, and my famous vodka and Jameson Bloody Marys. We are looking forward to offering lots of events and live music. You're going to want to keep updated on all activities and live music, so be sure to like us on Rock Island Tap Facebook page or call 641-676-ROCK for more information. Come on down to the Rock Island Tap, relax, and enjoy a few with us.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
We have a couple of scouts from Fairfield in the area, in the press area here, doing a little scouting because Fairfield is the number 2 seed in the substate that the Oskaloosa Indians are in. And now we've got an issue with the scorers table. The Indians started the regular season against Fairfield, and they could very well face them later on with a trip to state at the line. Norwalk inbounding to start the second quarter. Anderson high on the right side, driving, kicks it off for Johnson. A long 3 from the right doesn't go. Raper runs down the rebound. For Bourne, driving left to the lane. Shot swatted by Foster before he could get to the glass. Here come the Indians. Long ball half to right corner. Now for Yates high in the near side. Yates around to Van Veldhuizen screen. Pull-up jumper from the free throw line. Good. Yates with 8. Indians within 3 at 18-15 with 7:18 to go in the half. Raper left wing around a screen to the far side. Gives it off for Tyler Johnson. Johnson for Bourne in the lane. Floater is up, off, but a foul. Bourne to the line with 7:08 to go in the half. Isaac Schultz with the foul, his first, third on the Indians in the half. Bourne at the line, and the free throw off the bracket. And there was a new from the crowd, like they don't see that very often, and they don't, because Bourne, as I said, an 84.6% free throw shooter. Jackson Blythe into the game, a 5'10 senior for Oskaloosa, replacing Van Veldhuizen. Bourne makes the second, so 1 of 2. 9 points in the game for him, and Norwalk a 19-15 lead, 7 minutes to go in the half. Hafter on a show screen to the right, driving all the way and scoring. 5 for Austin Hafter, 19-17. Indians within 2 with 6:50 to go in the half. Tyler Johnson, right wing. They swing to the far side for Bourne, guarded by Schultz. 3 on the way, off the mark. Yates the Oskaloosa rebound. Indians with a chance to take their first lead or tie it. Schultz right corner for Foster down low against a double team, puts it up short. Xavier got his own rebound, trying to make some move shot, no and a foul. Foster to the line with 6:29 to go in the third. Tyler Endress commits the foul, his first, just the third on Norwalk in the half. Foster at the line. Xavier, a 50% free throw shooter. First free throw on the way and off. 19-17 Oskaloosa trailing Norwalk with 6:29 to go in the half. Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM in Oskaloosa. Joe Lancello with you from Oskaloosa High School on Senior Day. Foster makes the second, 1 of 2. And it's a 19-18 game, Indians within 1. Foster with 3 points on the afternoon. Bourne left wing throws across for Tyler Johnson. Now for Scott Anderson on the near side. Endress sets the screen on the far side. Anderson goes around that, almost lost the ball. Bourne gets it back on the far side. Bourne driving right in the lane, kicks it off for Raper. Now Johnson faked the three. Now he'll shoot the three and hit it. Tyler Johnson with 6, 22-18 Norwalk. Under 6 minutes to go in the half. Blythe into the front corner of the near side. Yates right wing standing on the three-point line. Now starting to back his way into the basket. Posting up, pulling up, scoring. 10 for Ryan Yates. Again, Oskaloosa within a bucket, 22-20. Bourne high on the left side for Raper. Dribbles to the top and finds Anderson high on the right. Anderson driving wide of the lane. Kicks it back out for Bourne. Around an Endress screen to the top. Bourne driving in the lane. Left corner Raper, three is up. Off. Rebound tipped, controlled by Yates for Oskaloosa. Ryan long ball intended for Schultz. Nice job by Tyler Johnson to get a hand on it and knock it out of bounds. Oskaloosa to inbound with 5:14 to go in the half. Trailing 22-20. Yates on the inbound, baseline left, attacking the basket to our right. Blythe for Yates on the left wing. Ryan will dribble it back out and set things up. Yates around a Blythe screen. Kicks it off for Schultz on the left wing. Near the lane, back out for Blythe, left wing of the sideline. Blythe around a screen, into the lane, kicks it off for Schultz. Isaac with an open three, off the mark. Bourne the rebound. Bourne to the front court. Kicks it off for Tyler Johnson. His three is blocked. Foster came out to block it. Here's Yates, a long three on the left wing. Bingo! And the Indians with their first lead, 23-22, with 4:35 to go in the half. Timeout Norwalk. 4:32 to go in the half. What had been a 7-point Norwalk lead is now a 1-point Oskaloosa lead. 23-22. Back in a minute on the No Coast Network.
If you think there's room for improvement in your investment game plan, or that maybe you should send in some new plays, take a time out and talk to an experienced investment professional. I'm Bob Auld of Robert Auld Investments, an investment advisor with over 31 years of experience in Oskaloosa and Southern Iowa. Let me help you find some new strategies. Call 673-9448 or 1-800-444-AULD.
Robert Auld is a registered representative offering securities and investment advisory services through SagePoint Financial Inc., member FINRA and SIPC.
Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia is dedicated to providing their customers with friendly service. Falvey Lumber and Hardware values your business and has made it their mission to provide reliable products and services with their customer-driven approach. Falvey's courteous professional team is able to support a range of services to meet your requirements. Falvey Lumber and Hardware in Eddyville and Albia. In Eddyville, call 969-4814 or Albia 932-2150.
Oskaloosa with their first lead, 23-22 on the Ryan Yates three. Norwalk with the ball. 4:25 to go in the half. Tyler Johnson for Bourne on the left. Room to drive, and a reach-in foul called on Tyler Miller, who's back in the game for Oskaloosa, giving Schultz a break. Tyler commits the foul. That's his second, the fourth on Oskaloosa. Bourne at the line to shoot 2. He's got 9 on the game, make that 10 with the first free throw. Tyler Miller, after a brief appearance, comes out. Isaac Schultz back in for the Indians. Schultz, Yates, Foster, Blythe, and Hefner in the game. Bourne with the second free throw, and Norwalk back in the lead, 24-23. Second lead change. Yates around a Schultz screen to the right. Looking to post up. Fall away is up and in. 15 for Yates. 25-24 Oskaloosa back in front. Under 4 minutes to go in the half. Tyler Johnson holds high on the right side. Gives it for Anderson. Back for Tyler Johnson near the center circle. Johnson for Anderson, driving, finding Bourne, rejected by Foster. He may have been poked in the face. We play on. Blythe into the forecourt for Yates. Three-pointer left corner off the bracket, no good. Endress trying to swat the rebound away. It's loose, still loose. It's a hot potato, finally controlled by Anderson. Long ball picked off by Schultz. Second Norwalk turnover. Yates three from the left, bingo! Yates' fourth bomb of the game. 28-24, Oskaloosa in the lead. 3 minutes to go till halftime. 18 for Yates. The average is 11-4 a game. Anderson driving right of the lane, pulls up near the block, gives for Anderson the free throw circle. Back off for Bourne, around a screen, backing up, pulling up, kicks it off. Open three from Anderson from the right is good. They are good at shooting threes. Scott Anderson's first points of the game. 28-27, Oskaloosa leading, 2.5 to go in the half. Yates with a three from the right, that's off the mark. Endress the rebound. Norwalk with a chance to go back ahead with under 2.5 to go in the half. Bourne driving the lane, left-hand shot up, no. Foster the rebound. Foster seems fine. I don't know if he took a shot in the lower jaw or something like there. Yates left baseline. Off for Schultz outside the arc on the left. Isaac, they leave him alone. He'll shoot the three and hit the three. Steve Winwood basketball. When you see a chance, take it. 31-27 Oskaloosa with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Bourne around an ender screen. Foster came out to contest it. Foster and Schultz trying to fight off the screen and get the ball, and a foul called on the Indians. This is on Xavier Foster. It's his first. Fifth foul on Oskaloosa in the half with 1:48 to go. Sam Rohr back in for Norwalk to replace Tyler Endress. 5 fouls on Oskaloosa in the half. Norwalk with 3 as we've got 1:45 to go in the half. Norwalk with the ball trailing Oskaloosa 31-27. Bourne around a Rohr screen, tried to get a return pass. It was low. It was picked up by Blythe, and we got a foul on Norwalk. Sam Rohr commits the foul, his first. Fourth on Norwalk in the half. 1:32 to go in halftime, and a little pressure in the backcourt from Norwalk. They back off it quickly. Jackson Blythe into the front court. Isaac Schultz outside the arc on the left for Foster. Beat the triple team and caught the pass, and as he was going for the shot, he was fouled from behind by Rohr. That's Rohr's second. That's now 5 on Norwalk in the half. Foster at the line with 1:20 to go in the half. Foster 1 of 2 at the line today, makes the first one here. Foster, the only Oskaloosa player to shoot free throws today. He's now 2 out of 3. 32-27 Oskaloosa with the lead. And he makes them both. 33-27, that's the Indians' biggest lead. 1:18 to go in the half as the Indians trying to beat the Little Hawkeye Conference champions. Raper between the circles. Now gives it off on the right wing for Ward. Driving to the free throw line. Back out for Bourne. Driving right of the lane. Beats everybody. Kicks it off for Raper left corner. Now for Anderson. Back out for Bourne. I thought they had a chance at a good shot there, and they passed it up. 54 seconds to go in the half. Tyler Johnson around at Rohr screen. Now dribbles back to the far side. Raper with a 3 from the right, and that's good. They've got their spots, and they can hit those threes. 33-30. Oski's lead is 3. 38 seconds to go in the half. Schultz on top. To the lane. Left corner, Blythe. Around a Schultz screen, driving the lane. Ball is tied up. The possession arrow does favor Oskaloosa. So the Indians will keep it with 30.2 to go on the half. Yates on the inbound baseline left as Oskaloosa attack the basket to our right. Throws it in for Foster. Lobs for Hafner on the top. And he'll hand for Yates. The Indians, I think, are going to go for the last shot. 20 seconds to go in the half. Yates dribbles to the far side and hands for Blythe, who hands for Yates. 13 seconds in the half. Yates backs up on the dribble, has a Schultz screen. He'll go around that to the right. Ryan pulls up. Blythe fake the three from the left. He'll shoot a 17-footer. That's off the mark. Rebound ricochet off a Norwalk player, and that's the half. And we got a good one here, as you would expect. Our halftime score, Oskaloosa 33, Norwalk 30. We'll come back and sum up the first half when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
At Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, getting your prescription filled is easy. The large covered drive-thru and easy access to the front door is convenient, and the friendly staff is always ready to help you. With a variety of goods and home decor, Mahaska Drug is sure to have the perfect gift for any occasion. Have your favorite photos developed and framed at Mahaska Drug's framing counter, and cherish your memories for years to come. It's all at Mahaska Drug in Oskaloosa, where they have been committed to a healthy community for over 20 years. Call 673-3439 or stop in today.
Hawkeye Real Estate is your one-stop source for everything real estate in Mahaska County and the surrounding area. Whether commercial, residential, or acreages, we've got you covered with the area's largest pool of real estate professionals, full-time support staff, and property management services. With over $19 million in sales volume for 2016, Hawkeye continues to be Oskaloosa's leading real estate office. Discover what thousands already know. When it's time to make a move, get the Hawkeye Edge.
My name is Luke Harris, and I'm proud to be a local farmer. Partnering with Light and State Bank helps me in my farming enterprise to make sound day-to-day decisions from a financial perspective because they provide the financial stability and advice that I need to run my business the way it needs to be ran.
Staying healthy has just gotten quicker and easier. Pella Regional Health Center's walk-in clinic is there when you need it. And now you can reserve your spot with convenient online reservations. Goodbye waiting room. Hello walk-in reservations. Go to www.pellahealth.org/walk-in to reserve your spot at Pella Regional's walk-in clinic. Pella Regional Health Center, providing healthcare and healing services with Christian compassion.
Back at Oskaloosa High School, we're at halftime. Joe Lancello here. This is Coaches versus Cancer Day. And after we went to break, there was a Chuck-a-Duck contest. The money from the little ducks that you see scattered on the floor there would go toward that. And the proceeds from all the Coaches versus Cancer events here at Oskaloosa High School today will go to the Cancer Center at Mahaska Health Partnership. So a very nice thing here, and we seem to have a couple of cancer survivors moving onto the floor here. Glad you're still here to enjoy the game. In more ways than one. A dandy basketball game here as well, as Oskaloosa is leading Norwalk 33-30. Norwalk stormed out to a 6-0 lead. Their biggest lead was 12-5 in that opening quarter. The score after one was 18-13 in favor of Norwalk. Oskaloosa stormed back in the second quarter. We had 3 lead changes and a tie, and Oskaloosa coming on thanks to some solid shooting from Ryan Yates. Their biggest lead was 33-27. The lead is now 33-30 after 2 quarters. Leading the scoring for Norwalk is Bowen Bourne, the 5'11 junior with 2 threes, 1-2, 3 of 4 at the line for 11 points. Carson Raper, 2 threes for 6. Tyler Johnson, 2 threes for 6. Sam Rohr, a basket, 2 of 2 at the line for 4. Scott Anderson, a basket for 3. A three-pointer for 3. Tyler Endress started and has not scored. Norwalk, 5 of 6 at the line, 83%. Just 2 turnovers against Norwalk in the first half, and unofficially, the Warriors with 9 rebounds, only 1 on the offensive side. Norwalk with 18 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second for their total of 30. For Oskaloosa, Ryan Yates is the man with the William Tell shooting touch. 4 threes, 3 twos for a total of 18 points. Xavier Foster has a basket, 3 of 4 at the line for 5. Austin Hafner has a 3 and a 2 for 5. Isaac Schultz a three-pointer for 3. Tyler Miller a basket for 2. Noah Van Veldhuizen and Jackson Blythe have played and have not scored. Oskaloosa 3 of 4 at the line, 75%. Just 1 turnover against the Indians. Norwalk with 2, so it's a very well-played game in that point. Both teams able to keep possession of the ball. And Oskaloosa unofficially with 12 rebounds, 3 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa 13 points in the first quarter, 20 in the second for their total of 33. As far as fouls go, Rohr with 2 fouls for Norwalk, no one else more than 1. For Oskaloosa, Tyler Miller with 2, no one else more than 1. Did I mention that Tyler Miller has a basket? I hope I did earlier. I think we're covered there. Neither team got into the bonus in the first half, so it'll be interesting to see how things move in that direction. Again, Oskaloosa, if they win out, they can tie for second place in the Little Hawkeye Conference. They would need to win tonight. They would also need to win Monday night at Grinnell when they play at home against Grinnell. I beg your pardon, that's a home game on Monday night. And then Tuesday night at Newton, which would wrap up the regular season. Both the games on Monday and Tuesday, approximate 7:45 starts, will be on the air roughly at 7:30 on KBOE FM. Maybe a little bit sooner because it would depend on when the junior varsity game ends, because those are boys-only affairs. Earlier today in the girls' game, it was Norwalk beating Oskaloosa 53-32. Oskaloosa's girls now get ready for the playoffs, which will open Wednesday night at Washington. Pre-game at 6:45, tip-off at 7 on KBOE FM. We will also have video of the game at Washington on KBOEradio.com and the No Coast Network and our apps and all that good stuff. Boys high school basketball games from last night. Albia beat Clark 60-44. Baxter over Linville Sully 61-52. English Valley's over Tri-County 59-47. Fairfield beat Fort Madison 69-33. Norwalk over Dallas Center Grimes 74-56. Ottumwa beat Des Moines Roosevelt 58-49. PCM over Sadell 76-48. Pella defeated Grinnell 56-44. Boys basketball, oops, almost forgot one. Wayne defeated Melcher Dallas 67-47. Later tonight on KMZN, AM and FM, we will have girls basketball, the opening round of the Class 3A playoffs as Eddyville Blakesburg Fremont plays at South Tama. That will be a 7 o'clock tip-off. Eric Zamora with the pregame at 6:45 on KMZN, AM and FM. And if the name South Tama sounds familiar, it should or will to Oskaloosa fans, because South Tama is the team that Oskaloosa will play in the opening round of the Class 3A Substate coming up on Monday the 18th. And that will be right here at Oskaloosa. We'll have it on KBOE FM. Our coverage will start at 6:45 on Monday the 18th. Tip-off at 7. Our halftime score again, Oskaloosa 33, Norwalk 30. The start of the second half in 1 minute on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Fred's Muffler Shop in Oskaloosa has been a family-owned and operated business for over 55 years and is proud to support our community and the student athletes in it. Fred's Muffler provides their customers with bumper-to-bumper quality work done with hometown dependability and competitive prices. Come see what's new at Fred's Muffler Shop in the brand new showroom located at 1214 A Avenue West in Oskaloosa.
Hey, did you know there's a great way to shop your local businesses and save money? It's called Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo. You'll find gift certificates at discounted prices from businesses like your Oskaloosa Hy-Vee, Mahaska Drug, Brown Shoe Fit, Nailed It, Book Vault, and many more Oskaloosa and area businesses. Shop local and save big at Big Deals. Log on to KBOEradio.com and click the Big Deals logo to start saving today.
Second half about to get underway with Oskaloosa hosting Norwalk. Norwalk will inbound it at midcourt to start the second half. Their original starting five: Raper, Anderson, Bourne, Johnson, and Endress on the floor. Norwalk going from left to right in the traveling black with silver. The Oakland Raider look. Even though purple is the school color, there's no sign of it there. Here's Bourne driving right of the lane. Shot, no, and a foul. First team foul on Oskaloosa in the second half. It's on Tyler Miller. That is his third. And he will get a quick trip to the bench, and Isaac Schultz back in for the Indians. Tyler Johnson on the inbound baseline right as they attack the basket to our right. Here's a three from Bourne. That doesn't go. Austin Hafner, the Oskaloosa rebound. Indians, had their original starting five to start the second half. Now it's Schultz, Yates, Foster, Van Veldhuizen, and Hafner on the floor. Foster right baseline, tried to get a pass across the lane to Van Veldhuizen, but was broken up by Anders. Just the second turnover against Oskaloosa. Bourne into the lane. Right corner, Raper back out for Bourne on the left. Tyler Johnson outside the arc on the right. Left-hand dribble in the lane. Pass intended for Enders down low. Foster got in the way of that. Third Norwalk turnover. Yates in the front court. Indians go right to left. Foster three, high left. Bingo! Foster can hit the three. Teams have to respect that. Foster with 8. Indians up 36-30. Just over a minute played in the third quarter. Anderson on the near side on top for Raper. Back for Scott Anderson, and he'll give it for Bourne on the top, around his screen. Bourne in the lane. Got to the far hash, goes to the far sideline. Anderson on the dribble, far side, trying to find an opening, gives it back for Anderson. Anderson driving left of the lane, stopped at the block. No place to throw to except back for Tyler Johnson to try again. Johnson around a Raper screen to the near side. Now they swing it to the far side for Anderson. Now for Bourne, it came off a foot. Bourne able to get it back. Now around an ender screen, pulls up the free throw line. Foster blocked the shot. And a foul going to be called because Foster, on the follow through, so to speak, landed on Bourne. It's Foster's second foul, the second on the Indians in the half. Not a shooting foul because it was on the follow-through of the blocked shot. The body's forward progress, if you will. Johnson on the inbound, hash mark on the near side. Throws it for Anderson, no over and back on inbounds plays. Anderson between the circles for Raper high on the left, around his screen. Knocked down Hafner, looked like we play on. Endress left block. Kicks it out for Bourne, left-hand dribble in the lane, pulls up from 6, off the bracket, no good. Yates the rebound. Stayed in bounds on his tippy toes to scoop it to Foster. Back for Yates. Hafner outside the arc on the left. Foster left-hand dribble into the lane and a foul. First foul on Norwalk in the second half. It's on Tyler Endress. He's second. Yates on the inbound baseline, left attacking the basket, left threw it to Foster, who hit a 10-footer from the left baseline, good. Foster with 10, 38-30 Oskaloosa, 5.5 to go in the third quarter, and timeout Norwalk. And it's a short timeout, so we keep it here. Oskaloosa with their biggest lead of the game, 38-30. Indians with a 5-0 start to quarter number 3. Oskaloosa with a win can get back into the top 10 of the Class 3A rankings with a win over the number 2 team in the state. And the team that has already wrapped up the Little Hawkeye Conference Championship. Again, the Indians boys 2 makeup games next week. Monday night here at home against Grinnell, Tuesday night at Newton. Tyler Johnson on the inbound for Norwalk in front of his own bench on the far side. Gives it for Bowen Bourne. He'll shoot a 3 high right. That's good. Bourne's third three-pointer of the game. He has 14. 38-33 Oskaloosa leading, 5:16 to go in the third. Yates stops at the three-point line on the left. Gives it for Schultz. He's got a wide open 3. He'll instead hand for Foster. For Yates, high on the right side. And he'll end for Austin Hafner. Man-to-man defensively by Norwalk. Schultz outside the arc on the right for Yates. Ryan double teamed on the far side, off for Schultz. He'll shoot a 3. That's off the bracket, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Endress. 4:40 to go in the third. Bourne high on the left side. Back pedal off the dribble as he's guarded by Isaac Schultz. Endress comes up to set a screen. Foster comes out with him. Foster goes down. We play on. Bourne on the dribble. Right corner, Johnson with a 3. That's off the bracket, no good. Rebound battle for Raper gets it rather for Norwalk. Drive, here's another Johnson 3, right corner. That doesn't go. Rebound, Endress. Left corner, Anderson with a 3. That's off the bracket, no. And Yates the Oskaloosa rebound. Pass ahead for Isaac Schultz, and he's called for the charge. Schultz's second foul, third on the Indians. And the Oskaloosa student section of the crowd in full voice, they didn't care for that call. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Oskaloosa up 38-33 over Norwalk. Anderson for Bourne on the far side. Driving, left pull-up jumper from 15 is good. 16 for Bourne, 38-35. Oskaloosa's lead now down to 3. Here's a Yates 3 from the top, that's good. Yates' 5th 3 of the game and a timeout. The Indians take a short timeout with 3:39 to go and a 41-35 lead. Both teams with 3 timeouts left. Oskaloosa with 8 threes in the game. Yates with 5 of them and 21 points for the senior. Ryan had a good shooting game against Norwalk the first time. And he was 5 of 8 three-point shooting against Pella Christian on Tuesday night. Not to mention the 2 free throws with 2.8 seconds to play that gave the Indians the win at Pella Christian. No full court pressure from Oskaloosa as Norwalk inbound length of the floor, going from left to right. Bourne to the front court. Endress sets a screen out high. Bourne around it to the left. Pull-up jumper from the left wing, air ball. Yates tried to do the tippy toe act again to keep the ball in bounds, but he got a toe over the baseline. It'll be Norwalk ball with 3:23 to go in the third. That's one of those you do or you don't. We got a whistle away from the ball. Blocking foul called on Norwalk. Carson Raper with the foul, his second. Second team foul on Norwalk. Anybody in the Oskaloosa crowd who would be shouting Max Factor, Maybelline, or Revlon would be understood for thinking so. Yates posting up left block, turnaround shot, doesn't go. Long rebound, run down by Raper. 3:05 to go in the third. Bourne for Anderson. End of the arc on the right side. Back for Bourne. Anderson right side again. Back for Bourne. Driving in the lane. Dumps it down low for Endres. Foster tried to block the shot. They don't call goaltending. They call a foul. That is Foster's third foul. And the fourth on Oskaloosa in the half with 2:52 to go in the third. Tyler Endres, the 6'7" senior who hasn't scored tonight, will shoot 2 free throws and put the first one off the bracket. Endres, a 54.5% free throw shooter. 41-35 Oskaloosa, 2:52 to go third quarter. Joe Lancello with you on KBUE-FM and the No Coast Network. Second free throw by Endres missed. He missed both. Foster the Oskaloosa rebound. 2:50 to go in the third. Indians with the ball up 6. Yates for Hafner left wing. Foster left baseline jumper good. Foster with a dozen. 43-35 Oskaloosa. Indians back to their biggest lead of 8. 2.5 to go in the third. Bourne on the far side. For Tyler Johnson, high right corner. Raper 3 is up and off. Rebound tipped around. Endres trying to save it, but it was right to Isaac Schultz. Ike on the run, 2-on-4, finds Van Veldhuizen down low. Pass was broken up by Raper. Oskaloosa will keep it with 2:14 to go. Blake Chittenden, a 6'3" senior, comes in for the first time, as does 5'8" sophomore Jonathan Eggers. Endres and Raper check out. I think it's the first time Raper's been out of the game. Tyler Miller back in for Oskaloosa to give Schultz a break. Miller outside the arc on the right off the inbound. Backs up on the dribble. They give him room to shoot. Now he will take the 3. It's around and out. Eggers the rebound. 2 minutes to play third quarter. Bourne to the front corner on the right. 3 on the way, around and out. Yates the rebound. Ryan pushes up for Hafner. He'll shoot the 3. It's around and out. Chittenden the rebound. 1:46 to play. Oskaloosa up 8. Johnson to the free throw line. Hands back for Bourne. Back for Tyler Johnson. Long 3 from the left off. Foster had the rebound, but he was fouled from behind by Chittenden, who looks like he just threw away $1 million Powerball ticket. Chittenden with a foul, his first. That's 3 on Norwalk in the half. Oskaloosa ball with 1:33 to go in the third. Tyler Miller between the circles. For Yates on the right wing around a Foster screen. Finds Miller down low, left block. Kicks it back out for Yates. Ryan with a nice reach to keep the ball in play. Yates guarded by Bourne. Yates 3 high left. Off the mark. Eggers another rebound. 1:08 to go in the third. Bourne right of the lane. Comes back out to the top into the free throw line. Stops left of the lane. Gives back for Tyler Johnson. 57 seconds to go third quarter. Bourne on top around an Eggers screen. Gives it for Eggers on the top. Swing it left side. Tyler Johnson. Spin move toward the block. Into the lane for Chittenden. Now on the far side, Tyler Johnson in the lane scores. 8 for Tyler Johnson. 43-37 Oskaloosa with 35 seconds to go. That's the first 2 for Tyler Johnson. He's had a couple of 3s earlier. Yates takes his time across midcourt, gives it to Tyler Miller with 24 seconds to play. And the Indians are going to hold for the last shot. Chittenden comes up to challenge Tyler Miller. He'll hand for Yates with 12. Yates high on the left side. Around to Van Veldhuizen's screen to the left for Tyler Miller. Open down low, scores the bunny. Tyler Miller with 4. Time running out in the third. Bourne with a 2/3 court heave off the glass, no good. After 3, Oskaloosa 45. Norwalk 37. Fourth quarter in a minute on KBUE-FM and the No Coast Network.
You got to worry about an adrenaline dump. This guy either doesn't know what he's doing or he's extremely confident in himself to walk out to something like this.
Raining down the paint now.
You're the main event. You've been waiting all night to fight. It's all bottled up.
Your winner.
Your station for classic hits and local programming is 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Hear artists like Hart, Billy Joel, Huey Lewis, Stevie Wonder, The Beatles, Journey, and many more. KMZN is also where you'll find the game of the week. Wake up with Bob's Morning Brew weekdays at 6 a.m. and catch Brother Dave in the afternoon. It's all on 99.5 FM and 740 AM KMZN. Listen online at radiokmzn.com and with the free smartphone app available at Google Play and the iStore.
Oskaloosa with the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Leading Norwalk 45-37. The Indians looking to avenge a loss to Norwalk the week before Christmas. And this can also propel them to a spot back in the top 10 as Norwalk now ranked number 2 in the state. Tyler Miller on the far side for Foster, who comes out of right corner. Lobs it on top for Hafner on the top. Van Veldhuizen open 3 left corner. Bango! That's Noah's shot. He hasn't had a whole lot of chance to use it lately. His first points of the game. 48-37, Oskaloosa's biggest lead. And the ball taken by Tyler Miller. He'll drive and lay it up and in. Just the fourth Norwalk turnover. 50-37 Oskaloosa. 7:22 to play. Bourne faked the 3, ran into Tyler Miller, but Tyler is going to be called for the foul, and Bourne is going to get 3 free throws. It's Tyler Miller's 4th foul, and the 5th on Oskaloosa in the half. Norwalk with 3 fouls in the half. Jackson Blythe will check in for Oskaloosa at the next break. Norwalk will make a couple of changes too. Bourne 3 of 4 at the line today, makes the first. The subs won't come in until after the second of the 3 free throw tries. 50-38. Norwalk led by 7 early. Now they're within 11 as Bourne makes the second. Isaac Schultz and Jackson Blythe in for Oskaloosa. Hafner and Tyler Miller will sit down. Endress back in, along with Raper and Anderson for Norwalk. Joining Bourne and Eggers on the floor. Bourne completed the hat trick, all 3 free throws. It's now a 10-point Oskaloosa lead, 50-40. 7:09 to go, regulation. Blythe out high between the circles, guarded by Scott Anderson. Blythe for Foster, who pops out high. On the right side for Yates in the free throw circle. Schultz left corner, open 3, bango! 6 for Schultz. And he's not known as a 3-point shooter. But an open shot is one you gotta take, and he's hit him. 53-40 Oskaloosa. Equaling the biggest lead of the game. Bourne in the lane, shot no, a foul on Isaac Schultz. 3 on Isaac, 6 on the Indians. For Oskaloosa, Miller, Foster, and Schultz, 3. Miller with 4 fouls, Foster and Schultz 3 each. For Norwalk, Raper, Endress, and Rohr 2 each. Bourne missed the first. Second free throw on the way from the left-hander, up and in. He got 1 of 2. 53-41 Oskaloosa with 6:34 to play. Schultz high on the left side. And if Norwalk is not going to come out and guard him, he'll hold it. Now Endress comes out to challenge him. Gives the ball off for Blythe, who's got Anderson all over him. Foster comes out top of the key. Right corner, Isaac Schultz. Back for Foster between the circles. He'll hand it for Yates. Ryan is surrounded by Bourne, gives it for Schultz outside the arc on the right, nearly 6 minutes ago in the fourth quarter. Schultz backpedals, forces Endress to come close to him, and now Isaac hands the ball to Blythe. Blythe on the far side, still on the dribble. I mentioned Steve Winwood basketball earlier. This is a little bit like Clint Black basketball, killing time. Foster in the lane, double team, shovel off for Schultz, left corner, another 3, that's off the mark. Long rebound controlled by Eggers. Into the front court for Bourne with 5:32 to play. Anders near the top of the key. Now they find it right corner for Eggers. Eggers dribbles to the top. Now for Anderson, who will hand for Endress. With a baseline shot, he won't take it. Here's a right corner three from Anderson that doesn't go, and Yates the Oskaloosa rebound. 5:12 to play. Indians up a dozen with the ball. Schultz right corner. Holds it for Van Veldhuizen at the hash mark far side. Nobody challenging him, so he'll hold it. Raper comes to challenge. Pass for Yates, wide open underneath, and Ryan scores a bunny. The shortest shot he's tried tonight. 23 for Yates. Timeout, Norwalk. 4:51 to play. Oskaloosa with their biggest lead. Indians 55, Norwalk 41. Back in a minute on KBOE FM and the No Coast Network.
Whether you have great credit, not so great credit, or even no credit at all, everyone is welcome at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa. And if your credit score is not so great or even bad, we have the vehicles with extra rebates and incentives to help you rebuild your credit and get you into a nice, dependable vehicle. So whether your credit is great or not so great, let my staff at Craig Ford in Oskaloosa help get you into a nicer, more dependable vehicle.
See what See First has for you. Crazy good rates. Complete convenience. Cash for what you need. Capital to grow. Join the crowd. Try us. Join us. Because together is better.
Bowen Bourne has 20 points to lead Norwalk. Ryan Yates 23 for Oskaloosa. 4:51 to go in the fourth quarter. The Indians leading conference champions Norwalk 55-41. Bourne between the circles, has an ender screen. Will go around to the left and pull up and shoot a three off the bracket. No, Foster the rebound. 4:40 to play. The Indians with their biggest lead, 55-41. Yates left-hand dribble in the front court for Blythe at the bend of the arc on the left. For Foster, Isaac Schultz rather, high right, double team. Gives it for Yates. Foster, room to drive and jam! 14 for Foster. 57-41 Norwalk. 4:13 to play. Bourne driving left lane, pull-up jumper blocked by Isaac Schultz. It comes to Raper for Endress down low. When faced with a challenge of Foster, he instead gives off for Anderson, who shoots a three from the left corner, no good. Yates the rebound. Ahead for Schultz to lay it up and in. Schultz with 8. 59-41 Oskaloosa. Under 4 minutes to play. Bourne around an inner screen to the right for Raper on the left, back for Bourne. Raper into the lane. Whistle. Contact away from the ball where? Foul on Noah Van Veldhuizen, that'll be his second, and the 7th Oskaloosa team foul. So Raper to the line for a 1-and-1 with 3:40 to play. Austin Hafter checks back into the Oskaloosa lineup, replacing Blythe. Here's the free throw by Raper up and in. He'll get one more with the bonus. 59-42. And all Norwalk points in this fourth quarter have been free throws. Second free throw missed. Foster the rebound. 59-42 Indians, 3:35 to play. Foster right corner. Whips it on top for Yates. Ryan will shoot the three and hit the three again. 26 for Ryan Yates. And Oskaloosa up 62-42. And this is the kind of a game that the Indians have that had people thinking they were the #1 team in the state going into the season. Free throw line jumper from Roar doesn't go. And Oskaloosa with a rebound. And think too, the Indians are doing this without Cole Henry, who's still out with a broken left hand. Foster whips it for Schultz down low for a bunny. Isaac with 10. 7 in the fourth quarter. 64-42 Oskaloosa. 2:45 to play. And a drive by Anderson, tried to kick it out to the right corner, and Yates with a steal. Ryan ahead for Schultz. It was broken up by Rohr. Just the third Oskaloosa turnover. Here's a Bourne drive shot. No. Van Veldhuizen the rebound. 2:24 to play. Schultz in the front court on the near side as Oskaloosa go right to left. Foster left corner. Holds it above his head, throws it across court for Austin Hafner. Van Veldhuizen right corner. Back out for Hafner at the hash mark far side. To Schultz for Van Veldhuizen right corner. Back out for Yates. 2:05 to play. And the Indians just playing catch. Yates for Van Veldhuizen right baseline. Now he'll drive to the basket and call for a travel. Just the fourth Oskaloosa turnover. With this being senior day, Tucker Irwin, a 6'7" senior, will come into the game for the first time. Jackson Blythe is in for Oskaloosa as well. Joining Schultz, Hafner, and Yates. Norwalk kind of raising the white flag too as they've emptied their bench. Liam Buckley had on the right wing, now on top for Carter Funk. Right wing for Nathan Lane. Not to be confused with the actor. Funk driving in the lane, shot, yes, and a foul. Carter Funk, a 5'11" senior, with a chance at a three-point play with 1:29 to play. Ryan Yates out to get a big hand. Will Schultz, a 5'9" freshman, will replace him. Funk at the line to finish the three-point play, doesn't. Battle for the rebound. It's off Irwin's hand. Out of bounds, it'll stay with Norwalk. Carson Jensko, a 5'10" freshman in the game for the first time. As Jackson Blythe comes out, again a senior getting a nice ovation. Both Schultz brothers are in the game for Oskaloosa. Pass intended for Jacob Joss is broken up by Schultz. Austin Hafner, another senior, checking out, and Walker Hello Newman, a 5'10" junior, into the game for the first time. .107 to play as Will Schultz drives in the front court and fouled by Carter Funk. His fourth foul on Norwalk in the half. Colton Butler, a 6'4" junior, in the game for the first time to replace Isaac Schultz. Butler, Will Schultz, Newman, Irwin, and Jensko on the floor. Will Schultz for Jensko left wing, on top for Newman. Walker gives it for Irwin, right block, moves in, scores! That's Tucker's first basket of the year. 66-44 Oskaloosa, 52 seconds to play. Norwalk will drop to 16-4 overall. 12-2 in the conference is how they'll finish. Three-pointer by Funk, left corner doesn't go, and Butler the rebound. 30 seconds to play. Jensko moving in, driving left block, and is fouled with 26.5 to play. That's team foul 5 on Norwalk. Andrew Castaneda with the foul, that's his first. More subs in the game for Norwalk. They had 3 players on their roster listed as wearing number 5, and I don't know who that was. Butler driving to the basket, no, and is fouled with 23.8 to play. Team foul 6 on Norwalk. Colton Butler with 7 points on the year. This is his 11th game. Colton 1 of 6 at the foul line for the season. It's kind of a tough thing when you don't get all that much action. All of a sudden, you got to go to the line and shoot, and he makes the first here. Oskaloosa will go to 12-5 on the year, 8-3 in the conference. They have a chance to tie for second if they win out Monday night against Grinnell, Tuesday night at Newton. Second free throw by Butler, up and in, got them both. 68-44 Oskaloosa. The Indians' biggest lead in a game that they really needed. Kick it on the right baseline. Here's a three from the top. That's good. And that is the end of the game. Oskaloosa getting revenge on Norwalk. Norwalk winning at third place December 18th. But Oskaloosa winning big here. The final score, Oskaloosa 68, Norwalk 47. We'll come back to Oskaloosa High School, hopefully get a word with Coach Ryan Parker and a player or two on Senior Day. We'll do that when we come back in 2 minutes. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBUE FM and the No Coast Network.
At Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, we're proud to keep the Oskaloosa Indians and their fans safe and feeling good on and off the field. Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy is the expert in injury care, orthopedics, and sports rehab, with a new facility in Oskaloosa, complete with an open gym area in addition to several private treatment rooms. If pain is bugging you, come see the experts at Kinetic Edge for a free injury screen. Find out more, including why the Oskaloosa Indians trust Kinetic Edge, at kineticedgept.com.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler Van Welden, your local expert at Malcolm Lumber. At Malcolm Lumber, we pride ourselves in being your local lumberyard. We boast competitive prices that you find at the big box stores, and unmatched service that the big box stores can't provide. Our one-on-one service is what sets us apart. Our knowledgeable experts are here ready to help build you a better future. And thanks to the community for having us all these years.
You can continue to find Malcolm Lumber at our 3 locations in Grinnell, Montezuma, and Oskaloosa. Malcolm Lumber is here for you, start to finish.
For over 30 years, Pella Printing has been leading the way in the print industry with quality equipment, modern facilities, and skilled staff. The Pella approach combines old-world craftsmanship with today's cutting-edge technology to provide brilliant printed products at a value price. They take the time to understand clients' needs from design to pre-press to printing and delivery to build lasting relationships with their customers. Whether you need personalized graduation announcements, oversized posters and banners, marketing materials, or stationery, Pella Printing offers a broad assortment of quality printed products done with speed and precision. Pella Printing, where technology and craftsmanship meet.
Hi, I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Amber Coffee.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Brandon Kane.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jennifer Main.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Jason Rosenboom.
I'm Edward Jones, Financial Advisor, Austin Norris.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," you need to talk with an Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement.
5, 4, 3, 2, come back.
The Oskaloosa players coming back out on the floor in a guard of honor from the students. And a few more fans as the Indians have something to celebrate, a 68-47 win over Norwalk. Here on Senior Day and also Coaches versus Cancer Day at Oskaloosa High School. I'm Joe Lancello, and it started out as a close game. Norwalk had come out to a 12-5 lead, and they led at the quarter 18-13. Oskaloosa came back in the second quarter. We had 3 lead changes, tied once. And Oskaloosa had the edge at intermission 33-30. But in the third quarter, Oskaloosa increased that gap and pretty much kept Norwalk off the board. The Indians leading after 3, 45-37, and then just totally taking away in the fourth, outscoring Norwalk 23-10. Norwalk with just make that 2 field goals in the fourth quarter. And trying to come back from an 8-point deficit is difficult to do one at a time, and then you've got the Indians shooting threes the way they did. 11 three-pointers in the game tonight for the Indians, as they win at 68-47. Their biggest lead was 68-44 tonight. Let's run down the scoring. Ryan Yates, 6 threes, 4 twos, for a total of 26 points. Xavier Foster with a three-pointer, 4 twos, 3 of 4 at the line for 14. Isaac Schultz off the bench, 2 threes, 2 twos for 10. Tyler Miller, 3 baskets for 6. Austin Hefner, a 3 and a 2 for 5. Noah Van Veldhuizen, a three-pointer for 3. Colton Butler, 2 of 2 at the line for 2. Tucker Irwin, a basket for 2. Jackson Blythe, Will Schultz, Walker Newman, and Carson Jensko all played, did not score. Oskaloosa, 5 of 6 at the line. Neither team. No, Oskaloosa never got into the 1-and-1 tonight. Norwalk did in the second half. 5 of 6 at the line, not many free throws, kind of an uncommonly small number. Oskaloosa unofficially 4 turnovers on the night, also uncommonly low, but that's a good low number to have. And the Indians unofficially 25 rebounds, 3 on the offensive side. Oskaloosa with 13 points in the first quarter, 20 in the second, 12 in the third, 23 in the fourth, for their total of 68. Norwalk led by their junior guard Bowen Bourne, 3 threes, 2 twos, 7 of 9 at the line for 20 points. So held a little below his average of 28. And he did not have a field goal in the fourth quarter, and I think just a couple of baskets in the third, as Ryan Yates comes up here to join us here in the gondola after the Indians' 68-47 win. Ryan, I think it's safe to say you weren't expecting a 21-point win a few hours ago.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're a really good team. We played good all night. We like I said last time, we weren't going to be able to completely shut down Bourne, but I think we did a really good job of limiting him. And I mean, that was the difference, honestly. Our defense led to offense, and we started hitting shots, and things just kind of clicked tonight.
And they weren't getting that many second chances at all, too, and it was a little scary early on when I think it was Anderson and Raper started hitting threes from the corner, but they weren't doing that all night.
Yes, sir. I mean, that was the game plan from the start. We were going to make them beat us, and if they hit shots all night, well, then we were just give them the win. I mean, we were going to try our best, but the goal was to lock down Bourne or do everything we could, and he still got his tonight, but I think we did a pretty good job of that.
And give credit where it's due yourself with 6 threes in the game, and the team altogether had 11 threes, so that's pretty good shooting itself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said last time, Zay dominated all night, so that opened up the whole court for all of us. Everybody got good looks, and fortunately we knocked him down when we got our shot.
So a great way to have senior day and everything else. Just what are some of the other things that went right for you tonight?
I mean, our ball movement I thought was really good tonight. We were making the extra pass all night, and that led to so many open threes. And Zay's passing from the post was really good, but he was scoring a lot too, which I think opened some lanes for him. And like I said, our defense was just good all night too, and that led to open shots.
So you get a win against the conference champions, and with wins Monday and Tuesday, you can tie for second place.
Yeah, I mean, like I said earlier, the goal for this year was never to win the conference. I mean, if that happened, that's great. We were going to compete our butts off every night and try to win it. But at the end of the day, you just want to be playing your best ball, going into the postseason, and make a run at the state title.
All right. So we'll see you back here on Monday night.
Sounds
Enjoy
good.
the rest of the weekend.
Thank you, sir. You too.
Ryan Yates of the Oskaloosa Indians, 26 points on the night. And now taking the headset, making the quick take is Isaac Schultz, who had a 10-point game, which I think is your season high in the year. And I tell you, you've been playing really well the last few games. Not thinking about scoring, but getting some steals, doing stuff that doesn't really show up in the box score.
Yeah, we're just working real well as a team right now, and we have great momentum going on, and it's just it's really awesome that we're all playing together. It's just been great so far.
Like I was saying to Ryan before, I'm guessing going into the game tonight during pregame warmups, you weren't thinking it in terms of this being a 21-point game. What happened to make it that?
We played real well as a team, and we all worked great together tonight, and we're finding our chemistry, and we're just going to we have a good chance to make a good run in the playoffs.
And it's amazing that you're doing this without the presence of Cole Henry.
Yeah, I think it's really showing our character, and that we don't have to rely on one person to win games, and that it's helped us as a team just get better chemistry, and when Cole comes back, we're going to be scary.
Absolutely, and now 2 games next week, and then you get a chance for a little bit of rest, and then start the postseason a week from Monday. So it's Grinnell coming up here on Monday night.
Yeah, we take every game seriously. We play it all the same. Every game, it's just a game. We all play it as hard as we can every night, and yeah, we're excited.
All right, congratulations on the win today, and enjoy the rest of the weekend. We'll see you Monday.
Thank you. Yep.
Isaac Schultz, junior of the Oskaloosa Indians, winners tonight against Norwalk, 68-47. And let's see, I was in the middle of the Norwalk scoring when we were pleasantly interrupted. Bowen Bourne, 20 points, 3 threes, 2 twos, 7 of 9 at the free throw line. Tyler Johnson was next in line with 8, 2 threes and a 2. And Johnson with just the 1 bucket in the second half. So they weren't getting much help from anybody else. And certainly in the second half. Carson Raper, 2 threes, 1 of 2 at the line for 7. Sam Rohrer basket, 2 of 2 at the line for 4. Scott Anderson with a 3-pointer for 3. Kyle Joniak with a 3-pointer late in the game for 3. Carter Funk, a basket 0 for 1 at the line for 2. Tyler Indris, Jonathan Eggers, Blake Chittenden did not score. Blake Neal, and Zach Merker, and Andrew Castaneda all got in the line. Game 2 for Norwalk tonight. They did not score. Norwalk 10 of 14 at the free throw line for 57%. Just 5 turnovers against Norwalk, and the Warriors unofficially with 19 rebounds, 5 on the offensive side. Norwalk with 18 points in the first quarter, 12 in the second, 7 in the third, 10 in the fourth for their total of 47. Norwalk drops to 16-4 overall, 12-2 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. This wraps up their Little Hawkeye Conference season. They've got a game remaining Tuesday night at home against ADM before they go into the postseason. Oskaloosa now 12-5 overall, 8-3 in the Little Hawkeye Conference. The Indians again with a chance to, if they win out, they'll be tied for second with Pella at 8-3. And welcome back inside to the gondola. Coach Ryan Parker of the Indians joins us now, and I've said this to the guys, and I'm sure you thought it too going in. You weren't expecting a 21-point gap at the end. You couldn't have been.
Why not, Joe? No, we weren't. That's a really good basketball team. We played with probably one of the better players in the entire state with Bowen Bourne. You know, part of that's perfect storm. You know, they didn't have their head coach tonight, which makes a difference. Chris is a hell of a coach. He really works his tail off, and his players really play hard for him. And so I'm sure they missed that a little bit. But our defensive effort was really, really, really good tonight. And if we keep that defensive effort, we'll win a lot of games from here on out.
I would think so, too. And when you have strong shooting, I don't know what Ryan Yates' numbers as far as shots attempted and shots made, but it had to be like in the 60% range.
He's really stepped up his game since Cole went down with an injury. But that's what we needed. We needed a senior leader to step up his game, and Ryan did that, you know. And some other guys did that too. Zay's really stepped up his game since Cole's injury. Isaac Schultz had a heck of a game tonight. Austin Hafner's played well. Tyler Miller's played extremely good defense. And then, for us to send the seniors off on senior night with this kind of win is really special.
It sure is. And the second half, I'm looking at everything, and I color code this here. If you look at it, it's for each quarter. And there's only, I think, 2 field goals in the fourth quarter. So that really says something about your team when you've got an 8-point lead and you're able to stretch it to 21 at the end.
Yeah, our guys played a full 32 minutes tonight, and that's what it takes to beat good teams like that. If you play 25 minutes, you get beat. For us, the resolve this team has had the last week is something special. They could have packed it in, Joe. They could have taken out the rest of the year and said the season's over. But honestly, they've really stepped up their game, and I'm an extremely proud coach.
And 2 more regular season games to go.
Barring the weather?
Yeah. Okay. Scheduled regular season games. Let me put it that way. Monday night at home against Grinnell. Tuesday night at Newton. Grinnell was a long, long time ago, the first time we saw them.
Yeah. We got to play like we did tonight. If we play defense like we did tonight, we'll be perfectly fine. If we don't, you'll be in a dogfight because that's the Little Hawkeye Conference. You don't bring it on any given night. Anybody can beat anybody. And, I think we'll enjoy this one. We'll get back to work. Probably Monday I have a shoot-around before we see Grinnell.
That sounds great. Ryan Parker, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Ryan
Parker, coach of the Oskaloosa Indians. This is Oskaloosa High School basketball on KBOE FM in Oskaloosa. The Indians beating Norwalk 68-47 tonight. And earlier tonight, it was Norwalk beating the Oskaloosa girls 53-32. Couple of 21-point wins here today. And that is going to do it for us here in Oskaloosa. Our next Oskaloosa boys basketball broadcast is Monday night. Back here at Oskaloosa High School against Grinnell in a makeup game. Tip-off time around 7:45. Pre-game coverage starting around 7:30 here on KBOE FM. And our next Oskaloosa girls broadcast will be the opening round of the playoffs. In Class 4A with Oskaloosa playing at Washington. That is a 7 o'clock game on Wednesday night. Also on KBOE FM. Pre-game coverage starting at 6:45. We will also have a video stream of that game on Wednesday night. We'll also have video on Monday night on KBOEradio.com. And we want to remind you, too, coming up in about 35 minutes from now, we'll have pregame coverage of Class 3A girls basketball with EBF at South Tama. Eric Zamora will have the play-by-play of that for you on KMZN AM and FM. We invite you to join us for that. And that is going to do it for us here from Oskaloosa High School today. Thanks very much to Kenny Jones back at Mission Control, taking care of business. Thanks also to Jared Buckaloo and the Oskaloosa video production team today. And thanks to our sponsors, and we thank you for listening. Hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Excuse me. I'm Joe Lancello. The final score once again here today. The Oskaloosa girls losing to Norwalk 53-32. The Oskaloosa boys beating Norwalk 68-47. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Stay warm, and we'll talk to you later. Good night, everyone.
You've been listening to Oskaloosa Indians basketball on KBOE. Brought to you by Lighton State Bank, Northern Mahaska Specialty Care, Pella Printing, Edward Jones Investments, Oskaloosa Vision Center, Malcolm Lumber, Community First Credit Union, Mahaska Drug, Hawkeye Real Estate, Clow Valve Company, Robert Auld Investments, Certified Pest Control, Kinetic Edge Physical Therapy, Falvey Lumber and Hardware, Bank Iowa, The Rock Island Tap, Quincy Place Mall, Fred's Muffler Shop, and Pella Regional Health Center. Your Keys to the Game sponsor is Craig Ford. This has been a presentation of the No Coast Network.